This is Alan Bush with the Daily Financial Forecast for Friday, December 29th. Starting out with the stock index futures, looks like we are seeing higher prices to begin with. Some profit taking coming in more recently though. But let's instead talk about the longer term outlook for the indices. What I would expect to see in 2018. Nothing has changed longer term. Interest rates are still low enough to support this bull market in the indices. Of course, we have had a 9-year advance, and I see nothing on the horizon now that would not tell us that this bull market could last for another year or more. So at least for the beginning of next year, I expect higher prices for all of the indices. Now moving over to the currencies, I would expect the dollar index to drift a little bit lower. Of course, the dollar has declined 10% this year, so not the best performance for the greenback. The euro currency, I believe, will probably work higher as the European Central Bank is likely to remove some of its accommodation. Possibly the best performers, though, next year will be the commodity currencies, the Canadian dollar and the Australian dollar, as industrial commodities are putting in a very good performance late this year, and I think this will most likely follow through into next year with the copper and crude oil, for example, at multi-year highs. So the Canadian and the Australian look like good performers coming into 2018. Interest rate markets likely to drift lower, especially at the long end of the curve, as some central banks are hiking rates, such as the Fed. Other central banks are likely to remove accommodation, such as the European Central Bank. And the gold market putting in a very good performance as of late, and it appears that wage inflation is coming next year. We also have already commodity price inflation developing, so I believe that gold will be one of the better performers. So gold is likely to be best traded from the long side in 2018. So good trading, everyone, and once again, remember, these are my opinions alone and are not the opinions of ADMIS or Archer Daniels Midland.